and just make sure it's in focus.
Hey, Seth Pearson, we're doing a little video recording.
That's awesome.
What's on your mind, man? Where are you at right now?
So I'm at Shambhala Music Festival 2018.
Okay, yeah.
Currently wanted to record a segment just talking about being on MDMA. So I'm on it right now. It's at 120 milligrams. I just want to tell people about what's happened tonight. So my dad's here. We're doing MDMA together. We talked about some really deep stuff about communication stuff in the past. And just how he's so happy to be here and just sees that this is, that it's really important. And then I talked to Tyler, who's recently going through breakup stuff, and telling him how much I appreciate him and that what he's going through, he's like kind of pushing his emotions away of like how the relationship's affecting him and stuff. And then I was talking to Nelson because Raquel was having a little tough time like on the come up, but so she went and rested. And I think she just did a little bit of higher dose than normal, because he just wanted to see what that was like.
For sure.
And then so I went with Nelson. We walked around just talking about stuff, his past Shambhala experience, and then talked to Raquel. She was just in a hammock, just cradling, and we just opened the hammock and we're just like, hey Raquel, like how you doing? And she's like, oh, you know, I'll see you guys later. I'm doing okay. And then I just talked about just like how her and Nelson are just amazing together and just adorable. And she's like, Seth, you're so handsome. And then after that, so she's like, we'll see you later. And there's like hugs, bye. We went back in and I was talking to like people that I just met, someone I told about the podcast. She's like, thank you for being so brave and just sharing that. And she's like, oh, you're welcome. And then I saw someone when Nelson and I were coming back. Saw someone was being carried out, like it was like out of the way. It was only one person holding it, so I just like jumped in there and I was just like, okay, all right. And I got the leg, so I was like, all right, everyone, out of the way. Took her to medical. Turns out she was on ketamine, mushrooms, LSD, and MDMA at once, which is pretty intense. Her friend Jenna was there. And she was like, she's actually the more experienced one here. I was like, that's hilarious. But so she was okay after like 5 minutes. She was just a little disoriented. Everyone in medical was amazing, taking down all of her vitals. She was fine, and then they just had her just sit there until she was ready to go. And so that was really great. And then came back, talked to you. We found out that Anabolic is indeed my brother. And in the meanwhile, which is amazing, and then talk about how Nelson's also my brother. And then I messaged some people in my life, just how much they mean to me, and what like recently like had like a little bit of like just a weird conversation with a good like friend of mine and roommate, and I didn't realize how much it affected me, and so but I told him like it's all right, like it's still cool, it's still fine. And I just want to give a brief I mean, I am 100% in control right now. Like, look at me, just like.
You seem pretty coherent. We're standing out here outside one of the main stage areas.
I just, so people are scared of this. Shambhala has been incredible, and I'd like to thank the camp. I'd love to thank Shambhala. Oh! You got me. You goofball. Little goofball over there. And probably some of the best hugs, ever as well tonight. Anything else you want to ask, Anabolic? This is a nice short little segment.
Yeah, man, this is a nice short segment. No, man, dude, why is it you felt like compelled to have this recorded right now?
Because I want to get rid of the stigma of that it's crazy. That people do drugs and they go crazy, or their mind is scrambled, or they lose control, or it's like weed, where they like, I'm uncomfortable. And sure, this is like the 9th time I've done this over the course of 6 years. So I'm a little more experienced. And I also did an interview. This guy was like, you're the best person we could interview for this. I was saying like how harm reduction stuff is really important. And it's not in the US because there's a law called like the Rave Act, and it doesn't allow them to talk about drugs like at all.
It's like events to like Paradiso back in Seattle. They don't have any sort of harm.
Yeah.
Well, they have volunteer services, but no real on-site drug testing or harm reduction services.
Yeah, because it's technically, she said, Chloe, who like is part of one of the people that runs Anchors I talked to, well, hopefully I'll get to volunteer with them, said that it doesn't allow them to mention drugs at like barely or in any light, and that's why harm reductions technically.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. And then other stuff that I just want to say, I mean, this stuff has helped me process losing my mom to cancer and suicide, and going through my first relationship where I was taking on a lot of stress, ended up going into my body. I had stress everywhere in my body. It was really hard to let go, but you know, like I'm thinking of messaging her and being like, you know, like we have such good respect and trust, and just hope we can be in each other's lives in some way. And you know, having my dad here processing like mom stuff, like it's just so good.
It's like a pretty cathartic, beautiful experience.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just so great. Just
awesome,
hope this love yourselves out there.